What's good, y'all? This is Let's Get It with Coach Los. I'm your host, Coach Los AC, certified life and relationship coach that helps people fix or find the relationships they want. And this podcast covers the best relationship advice, tools, and action steps to get the results you want in your personal, professional, and of course, love life. So I hope you get a lot of value from the episode. And if you do, as always, remember to like and subscribe so you can be notified when I drop new episodes. Let's get it. What are you trying to find when you're trying to find closure with your ex? When a relationship is ended, right? You're trying to move on and, that initial stage is really difficult. And, you're trying to maybe reach out and have some conversations with your ex to just, bring some sort of ending to that chapter, right? To the point some people get stuck on trying to get that closure with their ex. They've been carrying this energy and these emotions for months now. Maybe because their ex is not talking to them or whatever, they never get a chance to address certain issues and have that conversation to, finalize some things. Then you wind up stuck in this space trying to seek closure, and you feel like you need your ex to get that closure. But the reason why you are so stuck on needing to have that final sit down conversation with your ex to really clear the air on some things to find that closure is because you're not really understanding what closure is actually in seeking of, or better yet, the pursuit of. And in reality, when you're seeking closure, it means you're seeking a sense of understanding, peace, and release of all that past energy from accepting the ending of that relationship. And this is why when you fully understand what closure really is and what is comprised in seeking closure, you start to understand you do not need your ex to get it. You do not need your ex to produce closure for yourself. Because think about it. When we get that peace, after we get that understanding and we release that energy from talking to our ex or whatever conversation you feel you need to have, all you're really doing is giving yourself permission in your mind that it's okay now, that you have the understanding that you need, right? But it's still for you, by you. Your ex is less to do with it than the fact that you made them a part of your formula that you require in order to give yourself permission to align with peace, align with understanding, and align with releasing, accepting that relationship is over and done and you can move on now. And so the bigger question to ask yourself, if you're in a position where you can't talk through with your ex to find that closure, because oftentimes, right, more often than not, that is the position we're in, is to ask yourself, what do I need to understand about that relationship ending for myself? What do I need to figure out? And what do I need to do to bring peace to that understanding, right? That will then allow me to release and let go of the energy I'm carrying, because I'm carrying this energy about that relationship ending because it's trying to do something for me, right? It's trying to help me hold on to a narrative or hold on to a belief or, not let something become true about myself, maybe failure, whatever it is in there that's trapped inside of me not releasing and letting go to bring it into that and move on. What is it? And this is why I always stress you trying to get over your ex and all these different things you're doing and obsessing over them and being concerned about if they're happy or not and, them being in a rebound relationship and not bothering you. That's not about them. It's all about you trying to prove or disprove something about yourself internally. And you just work them into the formula that you require to get there. Because think about it. If you go to your ex for closure, you talk to them and you get some understanding on, oh, you did mean something to them. You just weren't the right person for them or whatever, versus feeling like they just didn't care and they're just leaving you high and dry or whatever, right? In your mind, now you give yourself permission to accept, oh, okay, so because they said it, that's part of the formula I needed to give myself permission to feel like I was actually valuable, right? I was love worthy. It wasn't that I was not love worthy. It wasn't that I, was horrible. I actually am a good person. They weren't ready or whatever. You give yourself permission to believe what you would like to believe about yourself because they said something that in your mind means it must be true now. I can rest easy on that. Instead of coming to your own conclusions to say, for whatever happened, my understanding is they weren't for me, I weren't for them. for whatever the situation was, it wasn't meant to work because, hey, clearly we would be working right now if it was. Having peace with that, which means understanding it means nothing poor about yourself, right? It doesn't mean anything bad about you. You don't lose anything, right? Or it doesn't mean that now it confirms something that you were fearful of or that you lost something or whatever, right? That brings a peace to you when you really can embrace that and accept that, and then offer yourself what you need to let it go. Okay, here's what I'm going to do now going forward so I can put that to rest and move on with my life. So if you need help finding closure for your recent breakup, email me or DM me coaching and we will get to work if you're ready to put the work in. Let's get it.